Hey y'all, what's up? We're back. We're back. We're back. I'm a little early. We're gonna go ahead and knock it out. I think everybody that's going to be coming in will eventually come in because they'll see me live. But let's go ahead and get into the show. How y'all doing? I hope you guys are having a great Tuesday. I'm trying to. I've been resting today as much as I can. So yeah, I had a great appointment with my doctor. I did, honey, go ahead and get that damn steroid shot. And baby, when I tell you my arm is sore, I feel like somebody punched me in the arm like 5 times. For those of you that have ever had a steroid shot, oh my God, y'all. Yeah, so thank God I don't have COVID because I was kind of scared of that. I was like, okay, these are like I had COVID before. I said, oh God, this seems kind of like I got COVID, or the flu. It is the flu. It is the flu, guys. So I do have the flu. So I'm just kind of staying, drinking fluids, and they prescribe me like 3 different medicines to try to knock it out. So I'm gonna do that and keep doing what I gotta do. I hit your house like, Lord, I get the flu, and I had the flu shot and all this other stuff. I try to, make sure my hands and stuff stay clean. I don't be around people up on, I don't be up on people like that. So they swabbed me for COVID and the flu. So I do have the flu. I feel it was something. I was like, what the hell is going on with me? I'm feeling weird. And usually I have a very strong immune system to where I can kind of like, if I do feel like I'm getting sick, I can kind of shake it off real quick. But baby, this is like kicking my butt a little bit. But I think with me getting the rest that I'm getting, because I don't get enough rest sometimes. I feel like I be going too much. So with me laying around, I'm starting to feel a little better with the medicine as well. So we're getting there, guys. It's one day at a time, okay? One day at a time, honey. Some fluids, prayer, medication, child, and meditation. Okay, all of that works. All right, let's get into the show though. We got some great topics. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. Okay. Thanks, Belle Wilson and Linda Gamble, for being here modding. Okay. Thank you guys. I see the well wishes in the comments. I appreciate you all. Let's get started. If I sniffle just a little bit, guys, y'all don't be mad at me, okay? Y'all don't be mad at me. I'm over here sipping and sipping and sipping. I probably should have brought my cough drops up here, but oh well, we don't get through. All right, so Kim Zolciak, child. Kim Zolciak, let's talk about her. She takes a picture of herself in the hospital with tubes and stuff in the nose. Like, why do people do that? Is that annoying to you guys, or is it just me? Is it annoying to you guys, or is it just me that when people go into the hospital, they feel compelled to want to tell everybody there in the hospital? I mean, yes, I am sorry. I am, sympathetic to the fact that whatever is wrong with you, that you're getting help or whatever, by the doctor's orders or whatever, but you don't need to take a picture of yourself lying in a hospital bed and post it on social media or a platform for people to comment on it. Like, just say, hey, look, or put a post say, hey, look, guys, if you're trying to reach me, or I'm just personal. Like, if I'm in the hospital, you probably won't never know about the shit because I'm just like, I'm trying to do what I need to do. But yeah, I don't think you should post a picture of yourself and post it on several social media platforms to get clicks and views and people to comment on what they think. It's weird. So this is what she did, child. Kim Zolciak. Let's go ahead and put the post up, honey, because I saw it and I was like, okay, Kim. Like, then they were messy as hell and put the post up with Nene where she was. Let's go ahead and play it, child. Let's go ahead and play it. Oh, my God. Oh my God. All right. Share. All right, so let's let it catch up because y'all know we be having that latency, child, with StreamYard. Lord. All right, let me watch with y'all so I can make sure we're all on the same page. Oh my goodness. All right, so y'all see my page? All right, so
she's had it all. She need to have an electric stroller. Kim is the only person I know that has had cancer, thyroids, blood clots, open heart surgery, a stroke, and is still walking around here being negative. Swear to God.
Jesus.
If you've had that much, you should be so positive and thankful that God has let you live through every disease in America.
Not disease.
I didn't know about open heart.
Cancer, stroke, thyroid, open heart surgery, and still living. I can't get over it.
It's amazing. God is
good, honey. She's had it all. She need to have an electric stroller. Kim is the only person I know that has had cancer, thyroids.
When this girl had cancer, thyroid, open heart surgery, Nene be landing on so thick. See, I said that's why Nene needs to be on the show because she's funny as hell. Even though we know Kim never had any of those things that I don't think she did. It's funny as hell that Nene would name out all of these crazy sicknesses that Kim allegedly had because I guess she tried to say she'd be faking her sicknesses or be doing too much. But Kim made a post. She says, I need all of your prayers, with the broken heart emojis, praying hands, da 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 da. Like you guys see the tube. They're giving her like oxygen. That's usually an oxygen tube right there. So I'm not sure what is going on with Kim. She did not go into what was wrong with her, but she did post a picture, honey, of her with her hair. You could tell she did something to her hair while she's laying there because most people laying in the hospital be looking a little, crack. But Stormy did the same thing when she was saying that she had what was that? She said she had child while she was laying up there in the damn hospital. Sepsis. When she said she had sepsis child and she had on that beanie. That beanie toboggan type of hat, laying up in the hospital looking crazy, taking all that. Why are you taking selfies in the hospital bed? I never understand that, but I never did that. Anytime I've ever been in the hospital, never. You will never see it on social media or anywhere else, or me sending a picture. Oh, hey, I just wanted you to know I'm in the hospital. Like, no, I don't know the infatuation with that. But it says that Kim is back at it again, honey, with her clickbait. And of course, the comments are tearing her up. Okay, it says, isn't she a nurse? Go get a job, Kim. Nurses get sick too. Can nurses not go to the hospital when they get sick too? I mean, somebody said put them cigarettes down, please. She do smoke a lot. Kim is a chain smoker. She really is. She really is. A person says, oh my God, Nene is that girl. She be coming with them reads and they be reading for real. Says that that's my girl. I like Nene sometimes. Okay. If she was ever to get back on the show, I think that she would be the driving force of the damn show because baby, I don't know what they're gonna be bringing this season for season 7. Of course, y'all remember Nene's favorite line, where is your scooter? That's what somebody's asking Kim, honey. Where is your scooter, girl? Where is your scooter? Says that she's been doing this, that's why I don't click on it. Says as soon as I see the comments off, okay. Child, a lot of more people saying, where's your scooter? Where's your scooter? Says that I need Andy and a camera now. Lord have mercy. All right, says that she broke and trying to make $1 without working. Says that I've been trying to do the same for years, except I stay working. Y'all are a lie. Says every disease in America is crazy, Nene. It is. Oh my God. Okay. But yeah, Kim, baby, maybe you should be home packing because y'all know that she's still trying to sell her home. She and Croy are still trying to sell that house. And for the life of me, I'm not sure why nobody will buy this house. They have dropped this house like a good almost $6 million, you guys. Kim's house. She and Croy, of course, they live in Atlanta. I want to say they live in Alpharetta or somewhere. But either Alpharetta or Marietta. It's one of them others. But yeah, they've been trying to sell their house for the longest now, going on, I want to say about 2 years, and they've dropped the price down to good $6 million and nobody's touched it. I don't think they've really gotten offers on it yet, and they keep dropping it. I don't know. Maybe people are scared of them spirits up in that house, child. Maybe the spirit of Sweetie is still residing in one of them rooms up in there, child. Y'all remember she used to, Sweetie. Y'all remember that used to annoy the hell out of me. And the way Sweetie used to follow her around like a little lap dog. I said, baby, you Kim, I don't know now. You just look like you're trying to take us back to slavery, sis. Okay, but won't nobody put an offer on this damn house so these people can get their money and move and downgrade, child. They're doing too much. Plus, you guys know with their house, they took out a second mortgage for this huge pool in the back and for some upgrades. Did y'all know that? Why would you do that when you child? Why would you do that when your money already looking funny? Take out a second mortgage on your house when you still got to pay the first one off. It's crazy. And now you got to sell the damn house. And this is supposed to be your dream home where you added all these crazy additions and this closet that you say you love and some other things in this house. And now you got to sell the house because you don't have the money to pay what you need to pay. And everybody's steady suing you guys. And your credit is jacked up and cars getting repossessed. It's a mess. It's a mess. So I don't know what they're gonna do, child. But Kim, you need to get a job, baby. And your kids, they need to get one too. Y'all don't remember that? The spirit of Sweetie's up in there. Y'all remember Sweetie? That was her every 5 minutes, child. Sweetie was her beck and call girl. I said, child, goodbye. All right, but child, let's move on. I got more fun. All right, so Halle Bailey, y'all know who she is. She is the sister of Chloe Bailey. She is dating and has a child now that we found out, honey, when she told everybody to stay about her business. And now she's posting every picture that she can about her baby. We don't care no more. I already said it. When I was trying to care, you didn't want me to care, so I don't care now. So she is having it out with him, and he decided to, and I don't like this, he decided to reach out to his ex-girlfriend and text his ex-girlfriend, in which this ex-girlfriend has now released the text messages between she and DDG. It's all employed to, I want to say, embarrass Chloe. To embarrass Haley. That's all it is. If you're having an issue with your man, I don't feel like the man in that moment should be reaching out to ex-girlfriends in that moment, because y'all gonna work it out eventually. Y'all got a child together, so y'all got to figure it out. So I feel like that was very petty of him to reach back and do that versus having the conversation with her. And he was saying that they were in a very low place. They were in a very, it don't matter. It don't matter. The fact that you reached out to your ex and was having conversations and asking where she is, why do you care? Why do you care? Let's get into this, child. So he's sitting up doing a whole interview, honey, talking about this situation. And I was just like, I ain't feeling that. Because that was disrespectful on your part, sir. That was hella disrespectful for you to do that. And now y'all got a baby together, so you low-key stuck in her life forever, damn near. And you out here moving like this. Like, no, sir, she is a celebrity, and so are you. You have to move differently when you have disputes and situations, and not put her, you dragging her into it indirectly now, to where people looking at her like she's stupid for still fooling with you because you out here low-key and high-key, you low-key playing in her face and you high-key acting a fucking fool. Like, dude, let's get into this. All right, so it says the DDG addresses petty decision to DM his ex Ruby Rose in front of girlfriend Halle Bailey, says after an argument, says that the whole situation was taken out of context. That's what he says, okay? I don't feel like that is. Don't never get that mad with me where you got to try to play me against somebody else, because then you got to get these right here. And when I throw these up, baby, I don't spin the block. That's on me. When you see these right here, that's called the deuces. For those of you that don't know this, watching my video, when you see the deuces go up, that means Caramel is all the way done with you. There's no coming back. There's no reconciliation. I ain't fooling with you. I'll go ahead and say I ain't fucking with you on no level. Like, I don't care if you apologize. I'm done. I'm just that way. It's the Leo in me. I just, when I'm done, I'm cutting done. That's just it. You play too much. But it says that DDG is clearing the air regarding his leaked text exchange between him and his ex Ruby Rose. It says that during an interview that rapper DDG clarified rumors surrounding Ruby Rose, who is 26 years old, and his current girlfriend, which is Halle Bailey, which is 24 years old, okay? It says, as previously reported last year, that the 26-year-old YouTuber found himself at the center of online drama after sending Ruby Rose a message via Instagram following an argument with Halle Bailey. See, that's that mess. It says that Ruby shared a screenshot of the brief conversation, okay, to her ex account and captioned the post. Says that this is why I'm single. Really? See, boy, you wouldn't get no more of this nookie. You wouldn't call my phone because your ass would be blocked and all your stuff would be out of my house because it looked like he lived with her. You probably go ahead and go and be put on child support and go and get your visitations and all that shit in writing. And you ain't even got to mess with me. Like, leave me all the way alone. And that's what I'm going to be on. Don't call me and no, we not reconciling. I will be on that level. Go on up over there, child, with Ruby Rose, child. Go on up over there with Ruby Rose, child, and stay on up over there since you want to be texting. All right, let's get into the text. As you guys can see, here it is. Here it is, honey. Here it is. Here it is. All right, so it's from DDG, as you guys can see, blue check mark, so that makes it official. That's him. On Tuesday, it says that you still in LA. All right. So she's asking him, are you still in LA? He says yes. Says what you own? I guess it's what you own. Says it getting ready. How about you? Says that you hitting me the day that y'all arguing is so you, LOL. So then he hits her back like saying that LOL, you right. Let me go heal first, okay? Yeah, go do that. How about that? How about sit and reflect and figure out why you arguing with the mother of your child who just had your baby? Okay, and I ain't saying that she's all right, and I ain't saying that he's all wrong. I feel like the both of you, if you're trying to raise a child and y'all trying to be together, just understand the position that you're in and never put her in a situation to where she's got to defend herself over something stupid that you do. Okay? I'm just saying, let's go ahead and hear him.
Like it was like a screenshot that she posted of me DMing her.
Okay. And you were dating Holly at the time.
Yeah, but we was like going through a really, really, really rough patch. And it was kind of, yeah, so I was just like, being petty, type shit. But I had no intention, like I did it in front of her. I had no intentions of actually linking with Ruki, you know.
Why you asked where she was at?
She's seen it. Like imagine you arguing with your girl or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And you know, you get mad at her for something that, you're mad, right? You're like, all right, since you know what I'm saying, I'm finna do this, watch this type shit. You know what I mean? That I'm talking about in the song is when, like it was like a screenshot that she posted of me DMing her.
Okay. And you were dating Halle at the time.
Yeah, but we was like going through a really, really, really rough patch. And it was kind of, so I was just like, being petty, type shit. But I had no intention. Like I did it in front of her. I had no intention.
It don't matter what you guys think. Y'all could drop in the comments. Let me know what y'all think on this situation. Do you all think that he was being super petty and irresponsible by reaching out to his ex out of the blue? And she called him out to say, hey, this is so you to do that. Meaning that it sounds like you may have done this before when you and Halle may have fallen out. For her to say what she said to you in the message. Said that you hitting me the day that y'all are arguing is so you. That makes me feel like that this is not the first time that you've done that when you and Halle have had a disagreement. And then when she's asking you where you still in LA, where you at, it's kind of sounding like y'all gonna link up because you on your get back and you mad. That's what it's giving. Or maybe she's one of those type of chicks that kind of wait in the wings to where you and Halle fall out, that you can come through there and smash and make him feel better, climb on top of you and do his business like Mr. would do, honey. And skirt on back out of there and going back up over there with Halle and act like he was just out riding around clearing his mind or some stupid shit like that. Because y'all know them young ones be on that. I feel like that was hella petty. And I don't know, girl. They've been having some mess for a while, but even before DaBaby got here. So he's trying to say it was during the time that she was pregnant with DaBaby. I mean, that's when you should be really trying to be supportive towards her, because she's hormonal, she's pregnant, she's probably in pain, hurting, like a whole bunch of stuff is going on when she's carrying your child. And don't forget about the backlash that she was getting by people steady saying, is she pregnant? She's steady trying to hide her pregnancy so that she can have a safe, stress-free pregnancy and not have to deal with people online. But I don't like the way she did it, because y'all know I'm nosy. Maybe I was being too nosy, okay? Because everybody deserves to have privacy when they're pregnant. I was that way too. I ain't want nobody touching my stomach. I told y'all one of my coworkers reached in and touched my stomach in the break room, and I had to snap off on her ass. Like, don't ever do that. Don't ever reach in and touch my belly. Like, yeah, no, I don't play that. But yeah, that's how I feel. That's what I got to say on that. All right, let's move on, honey. Let's move on. I feel like that's the most disrespectful thing. Don't reach in and touch my stomach, honey, when I'm pregnant. I let that homegirl know in the break room. Don't ever do that shit again. I don't care. Yes, I was big as hell too when I was pregnant. And she was like, oh, you're getting so big. And she reached in and I was like, I had to take her hand and move her hand back. Like, yes, don't do that, dear. Don't do that. And I had to proceed to let her ass know. I had to be a little ghetto while I was corporate. I got to be corporate at work. But I had to snap a little bit and be a little ghetto corporate, if you will. Okay. Don't reach in, honey. I don't like people touching me anyway, but to reach in and just grab my stomach and do a little, I was like, But let's move on, honey. DaniLeigh, y'all know who she is. DaniLeigh, she's a singer. She don't really have many hits out, but we're gonna talk about her. Her brother is still trying to serve rapper DaBaby over a 2022 brawl that they had at a bowling alley. Okay, they actually jumped DaniLeigh's brother at the bowling alley. DaBaby's little crew saw him there. They had some words, they exchanged some words, and they proceeded to jump on him and fight him, y'all. And they beat the brakes off his ass at the bowling alley. So he decided to file charges against DaBaby, but DaBaby child, he's been moving, child, kind of like Simon Gubati out here, and avoiding being served and or being told about this damn lawsuit. So he is still, after 2022, child, we are in 2024, still trying to serve DaBaby. Like, how much moving is he doing? Damn. But he got beat up pretty bad too, y'all. Because damn, I saw some of the pictures that he posted. I said, sir, did you at least pinch the bitch, like, at all? And not that I promote violence all the time, but baby, you're gonna be out here fighting. Like, Jesus, did you pinch him just a little bit? Says Naja says I would have too. Pew pew slap. Okay, I don't like that. That was giving too much. Says DeVera says, Kimmy, I like your first example. Yeah, man, they be doing these young cats. That's why I fool these little young cats, honey. No. I like a mature. I like a mature man, not the one to be on them little games like that. Them little young ones be on them games, honey. Have a little argument. Or I'm gonna go take a ride and clear my mind. Be over there with the next girl and doing stuff they shouldn't be doing. They want to come back and cry and play victim so you can take them back. And then most of the time, the little young stupid girls, they do it. Well, we do got a baby together or whatever. Take them back for them to do the same shit again. And a lot of them will strike up arguments with you just to get out of the house to be with girls. That's weird, like mad weird. But let's get into it. So there's an update. DaniLeigh's brother is still struggling to serve rapper DaBaby over 2022 brawl. He is seeking permission to inform the rapper of the lawsuit via the newspaper. Okay, so I guess that's his last tactic, honey, to have him served so that he can go ahead and dead this situation, honey. It says that the DaBaby is apparently still dodging his ex's brother. Says that according to a report from Radar Online, shout out to them and shout out to the Jasmine Room, says that DaniLeigh's brother, honey, Brandon Bills, has officially asked the court for permission to serve the father of his sister's child, DaBaby, by placing a notice in the local newspaper, honey. Says that he hired a private investigator to locate and serve DaBaby in 2023, but was unsuccessful in tracking the Bop rapper down. Okay. Says that last year he informed the courts of his plans to serve the music artist via an alternative method should his PI route fail, which obviously, what kind of PI you got, child? You should have been fired him for taking him that long. Says that the judge has yet to rule on Bill's recent motion because all you gotta do is sit outside his house. Eventually he gonna come home. Like eventually he's going to come home. And then when he come home, just pull up real quick and say, hey, you've been served. Leave their video and just show that, hey, you did serve this person, his own video that he was served, and go from there. That's all you got to do. He got to come home eventually. Like he do. Says as previously reported in February of 2022 that DaniLeigh's brother was allegedly jumped by DaBaby and his associates at a Los Angeles bowling alley. According to the rapper, says that Bills initiated the physical dispute. Says that as you may recall that the incident occurred after DaniLeigh and DaBaby had a public falling out of their own. All right. I remember that. You guys might remember when DaBaby went live and was talking crazy to DaniLeigh, which he has a child with. This is DaniLeigh. And he was telling her that she had to get out of his house. Okay. He was telling her that she had to move up out of his house and get out like that night. And she was like, she don't have nowhere to go. He was just like, I don't give no F's. You got to get out. And he was doing all of this on live to embarrass her, which I totally disagree. And their baby was like small. Like whatever issues you guys were having, the baby, first of all, needs to, and he was holding the baby like he was going to try to keep the baby and just put her out. And I was like, the baby at this point still needs its mother because it looked like she was still maybe nursing because the baby was still young. You can't just throw her out. And then he was threatening to call the police on her. He's very arrogant. I don't like him. He bullied her brother for the longest. And then when he saw them at the bowling alley, he proceeded to jump on this boy with his clique and they beat him up pretty bad. I didn't like that, but you know, he is suing him for those damages and for jumping on him. So hopefully he find him, honey, and be able to do what they got to do out here. Says that DaBaby embarrassed DaniLeigh when he put her and DaBaby out. Wow. Yeah, that was so embarrassing. I don't know what the hell he was thinking doing that. But hopefully he finds him and can serve him. Okay, let's get off that. All right, moving on. I pulled quite a few topics, y'all, while I was laying down today because I ain't have nothing but time. All right, so let's get into it, honey. Judge Mathis, honey, he speaks on the court's ruling to eliminate federal programs that assist Black businesses. Okay. He gets into that, honey. Y'all know Judge Mathis is going to talk about it, and he's going to call a few people crackheads in the process. And I like Judge Mathis because he is just so funny to me, honey. He is so funny. I like the fact that they have his show back on the air as of now. Y'all know they at one point pulled his little Judge Mathis show off the air, but they put it on another network. So he is back out here, honey, doing his due diligence for the peoples. All right, let's go ahead and play what he had to say. Let's back it up so we can get all of that because, honey, I want to hear it all.
Just heard on the radio a court ruling about minority businesses that is ridiculous. The court ruled that the Minority Business Development Agency of the federal government no longer has to just qualify minorities. They must also accept applications from whites, women, and others. So they've essentially eliminated the business development agencies that help small minority businesses around the country. And guess what? So far, the Biden administration said they're not going to appeal. You know, they eliminate the quality educations in the inner city, putting us at a disadvantage, then don't want to give us a hand up with affirmative action, eliminated that. Now, knowing that they don't help finance Black businesses around the country, now you're going to eliminate the federal program that does help with that. I mean, what's the deal here? They're taking back everything that Black folks have fought for, just like they did back after slavery during the Reconstruction era. We had Black banks, we had the Freedmen banks, we had Black politicians, Black Congress folks. Supreme Court came in, a conservative Supreme Court, and eliminated all of that. And unfortunately, that's what we're seeing now. We got to continue to fight, folks. Don't lay down. Stand up, fight back.
Okay.
I just heard on the radio.
I like that. What y'all think about what he said? What y'all think about that? He's talking about how they're pretty much not standing up for the Black businesses and not doing what they need to do in terms of supporting Black businesses. And we talked about it a little bit this morning, where this woman was getting bullied and she wound up having to move her bookstore, Black bookstore, because of that. Now, has she had the support that she needed in order to continue to run her business in the downtown area, which I felt she would have got more foot traffic versus having to move from there by, you know, higher ups maybe, or whoever. I think that situation could have been eradicated, but I don't know. This is crazy. I do agree with everything Judge Mathis says. I do like him. Okay, he's saying that the court ruling essentially eliminates federal program that assists Black businesses. I totally agree. All right, I agree. It says, I ain't gonna read some of these comments because they're doing too much and they talking about this Biden stuff. I'm not about to be doing the Trump Biden stuff. People like to do way too much in the comments sometimes. I'm going to let him deal with that. Do you guys agree with what Judge Mathis had to say? I totally agree with what he had to say. He was definitely spot on with his comments on that. Okay, so shout out to Judge Mathis. Okay, shout out to him. Shout out to the Judge Mathis show. All right, I love him. He could do no wrong. I love him. Him and his wife Linda. I do follow him. Him and his wife Linda, child, they be doing the damn thing. Did y'all watch his reality show? That was pretty good as well. His little reality show that he had was pretty good as well. So it was good to kind of see him out of the robe and being kind of in that family dynamic. I enjoyed it. I hope they bring it back. It was a nice little reality show with him. We got to see his kids. We got to see his daughters. One of them, I think, is following in his footsteps in terms of trying to be an attorney. His other son, who I think looks just like him, I can't remember his name, but he actually works on the Judge Mathis show right now. It's like one of the bailiffs. So I was like, okay, I like the way he's incorporating family into his show and making sure they're all good and well off. So shout out to them, honey. Shout out to them. All right, let's move on, honey. Let's move on. Shout out to Judge Mathis, honey. I love him. Love me some Judge Mathis, child. And I tell you, he gonna call you a crackhead if he don't do nothing else, baby. He is gonna do games. I've been there. Y'all know that. When you watch the show, that's his little spiel in the beginning. Games, I've been there. Okay. I used to run the streets of Detroit. Y'all know he used to say he was a street dude. I said, okay, let me find out Judge Mathis. You was out in them streets out there now, okay? All right, let's get into a topic, honey, that I thought was just a little bit too much for your girl, honey. When I saw this, okay, child, Tori Spelling, honey, and I like her. Y'all know who Tori Spelling is. Tori Spelling, her father. Y'all remember she was on that show 90210, okay? She was on the show 90210. I don't like the fact that her daddy didn't leave her nothing. Left everything to that mama who ain't really helped take care of her. I mean, she's grown or whatever, but you got all these millions and millions and millions of dollars, and you kind of sat back and watched your daughter suffer with them 4 or 5 kids that she done had or whatever, that sorry ass man that she's now getting a divorce from. Tori Spelling, honey, has decided to let everybody know. I'll go ahead and share it so we can start watching. Anybody used to watch 90210? I can't even front y'all. I did. I had a few Valley Girl moments, okay, where I would watch stuff like that. I used to watch that, y'all. I'm old school. I used to watch Different Strokes and all that, child. Give Me a Break. Y'all remember all the older shows? I definitely watched 90210. I did. That was one of my shouts. So I said, yes, Aaron Spelling, honey. Aaron Spelling, he left a whole lot of money to that mama. I'm trying to figure out why he left nothing to Tori. And that is his daughter. I never understood that. It was some kind of rift going on between she and her mom, to where her mom was sitting on all this money and watching her daughter suffering, about to lose her house, like going through a whole lot of stuff. She was suffering financially, and she was not helping her. I said, how do you go to bed at night and you know your daughter is struggling and your grandkids are up over there, probably about to be put out of their house, and you sitting on millions? I'm talking about in the triple digits, 365 million, like that. And you don't even give her like 5 million. You ain't even gonna feel that coming up off 5 million for your daughter. Say, here, go ahead and pay some of your bills up, do what you got to do so you and the grandbabies can be fine. She ain't even do that. Like, I don't know. If that was my son going through it, baby, and I'm sitting on 365 million, I'm about to pay your bills up, and I'm gonna put you in a comfortable place, put you some stuff in savings so you can be okay. 365 million, baby, that's a lot of money. And her mom is old as hell too, so you probably got maybe 10 more years or 10 more days or years on earth, child. Go and give that girl that money. You can't take it with you. You can't take it with you. Like, girl, stop. But let's get into it, honey. Tori Spelling says that her son watches her poop and she cannot go solo. Let's get into this, okay? When I saw this, I said, okay, I'm so talking about this because this is weird. And I like Tori Spelling, but this is giving me weird vibes with you, sis. It says that Tori Spelling says that she needs some help to keep things moving intestinally, okay? Speaking, says, meaning that she's got to have witnesses now when she's done dropping the deuce or a deuce. Says that the actress couldn't hold it in, says that she lifted the lid on her bowel movement habits in the latest episode of her Misspelling podcast, admitting that she could only do her business in front of her estranged husband, Dean McDermott. So meaning that her husband had to be in the bathroom with her when she did number 2. How weird is that? Says that, and now with her kids present in the room with her. So now she wants her kids to be in the bathroom when she does her number 2. What is that, y'all? Is that weird? Anybody doing that? I love my son, but I don't want him in the bathroom with me when I'm trying to do what I'm doing. Like, wait till I come out. If you got something to tell me through the door if it's that important. But don't come in the bathroom with me. Give me my time. Give me my privacy. Even if I'm showering, don't come in the bathroom while I'm showering. This is my private moment. When I get done and I get dressed, I'll come out and deal with it unless it's something that can't wait. Like, say, hey, mom, this is going on. Stick your head in the door and say, hey, mom, this. But don't come in the bathroom, just be sitting in there while I'm washing and you just kind of seeing all these goodies. My goodies, not my goodies. Ain't that what Sierra said? You know, you don't get to see the goodies. This is for daddy to see. Okay. This is for daddy to see. All right. But let's get into it, chat. Says shout out TMZ. Says, yeah, you heard right. Says that the topic kickstarted when Tori says that folks advise her all the time to be happy and content being alone. Says, but for her, it's not easy because she doesn't even like to poop alone. These are her and her kids. That's her husband, honey, Dean McDermott. Y'all remember him? These are all her kids, child. They done grew up, child. I remember when I watched them on the little reality show, they were little kids. They all grown looking now. So that's her, honey. Says it. And this is not a sometimes thing. Says, in fact, Tori's bombshell is it's been 18 years since she's gone 1 or 2 solo. So she's had her family in the bathroom with her when she goes and does number 1 and 2. Like, they gotta sit there and smell you. And I'm pretty sure, girl, especially if you vegetarian, I know you be blowing it down in there. I know you be peeling the wallpaper up off there, child, with your kids sitting there like this right here. Child, like smoking when his daddy told him to come up in the bathroom, guys. Y'all remember that on Friday when his daddy said, bring your ass off up in here. I done smelled your shit when you was a baby. Come on, bring your ass off up in here. Like, don't nobody want to be in the bathroom while you in there doing a number 2 and they're spraying. Y'all saw him in there spraying. Shh. Want Craig to sit up in there, Craig sitting up in there like this right here, while his dad want to have a conversation with him like, are you serious? Baby, no. So it says that since the split from Dean, which is her husband, says that she said that her 7-year-old Bo usually does the honors, says that chatting with his mom while she is sitting on the throne, y'all. What the hell? Says that the odd confession might kick up a stink, says, but Tori's owning it and embracing her need for the company, even in such a private moment. Says that she fully cops to being codependent and says that she just functions better with people around. You might need to get some therapy, girl, because that's not normal. That's not normal. Says that divorce is never pleasant, but now we know for Dean, she says at least it can be it could mean a big breath of fresh air. Not in that bathroom with you, okay? Oh my God, girl. Like, no, nobody wants to be in there with you. Like, what is what is that, y'all? What is Oh my God. Anybody ever done that? Don't be ashamed, y'all. We family. Y'all know we can share, okay? Let's get up off that, child, because that kind of grossed me out. Like, yeah, don't be in the bathroom with me, child. I'm trying to have a private moment. Like, absolutely not. Absolutely not, girl. You in there with the fan on high, child. And your kids in there about to fall the hell out, smelling your broccoli and everything else you ate that day. Like, Tori, no, baby. Okay, I probably wouldn't have shared that information. Some things are better left unsaid, and that was definitely one of mine. Russell Simmons, let's move on, honey. Russell Simmons wants his victim, Drew Dixon, you guys, to drop the lawsuit. Now, we talked about this in, I want to say, in one of my pop-ins, where there was a woman who says that in 1993, I think it was, that Russell Simmons aggressively threw her down on a bed and R-worded her, you guys, and she was trying to fight him off. He pinned her down and violated her. So she has filed a lawsuit, y'all know, under this whole Survivors Act that was going on. She got her lawsuit in there. Of course, you guys know Russell ran to Bali, honey, to avoid prosecution from other women who were coming after him as well. And now a process server actually went to Bali and served him by posing as someone who wanted like a maybe like a massage, because y'all know he owns like a massage parlor and where he be doing like yoga and all that over there too. So they posed as somebody who was supposed to be like a customer, but he was really there to serve Russell. And he actually served Russell and it pissed him off and he cursed the process server out, but it doesn't matter. You were served. So now he is asking that this lady drops this lawsuit against him. Why? You violated her. You violated her. Ain't nobody dropping nothing. Like, who are you? Who are you? How about you bring your ass back to the U.S. and face all these charges and stop being a punk, okay? Stop being a punk. You can't sit up here and violate people and aggressively and forcefully put yourself on someone and then say you want a lawsuit drop whenever they decide to take legal action against you. This woman is probably still traumatized that you forcefully threw her down and took her goodies unbeknownst. You know what I'm saying? This was not something that she was trying to be doing with you. You called her over there for a business meeting. And then you threw the woman down and you did. And then she's now they're suing for defamation and all this. It's a big mess. So he don't want to adhere to these charges. He don't want to step up and do what he needs to do in terms of speaking up and going to court and being held accountable for what he's done. It's sad. All right, so it says that music exec Russell Simmons, honey, is fighting back against the defamation lawsuit that he's facing. It says that according to reports that the 66-year-old recently asked a court judge to dismiss a complaint filed by his former assistant, Drew Dixon, or arguing that she no longer is, she has no credibility or evidence to support her claim that he defamed her. Nigga, really, you threw her down. Allegedly, hypothetically, maybe. Okay, it says that as recently reported, says that Drew Dixon had Russell Simmons served with a defamation suit in Bali. Okay, like I just said last month, said that she accused him of going on a media campaign about her last year in efforts to discredit her reputation and cast doubt over her R-word accusations. It says that the case that you're familiar, that Dixon was one of the 6 women. Y'all hear that? There's 6 cases out there against Russell, and he's hiding out in Bali after he's violated, allegedly, these women. It says that 6 women who claim to have been R-worded by Russell. Says that with Dixon alleging that her assault happened back in the 90s while she was working for him. Says that after going public with her story that Dixon appeared in a TV special with other Simmons alleged victims, prompting Simmons to defend himself in a special of his own. Says that during a subsequent interview that the entertainer denied all allegations of R-wording and suggested that the word's definition has changed over the years. But why you run to Bali? That's my question. If you're innocent, why not go into a court of law and fight this versus going over there and hiding out, being a punk and allowing this situation to steady fester to where somebody got to go all the way to Bali to serve you? All right. He says that, yes, R-word is a serious word, but I think that they've changed the meaning. I mean, if a person is telling you no and they're fighting you off, then that, and you're still forcing yourself, that's what it's called. It's called the R word. If someone is telling you no and you still force yourself onto them, it's called the R word. Ain't no way to clean it up. There's no way to try to clean it. There's no other word that we're going to use in that situation. All right, now he says after claiming that he's never been forceful with any of his intimate partners, insisting that all of his sexual relationships have been consensual, says that Simmons suggested that that the R word, honey, allegations that Dixon and other women have made against him are plots to fame and wealth. But you ain't got no money. You ain't got no money because Kimora is sending you money in Bali. So that's another lie, okay? He says that if you had more foursomes than most guys at once, could someone leave and feel hurt? This is what Russell is saying with your narc ass. Says that could some reimagine a story out of thousands of people? Says that could someone want notoriety in the market where people thirst for fame, even infamous? Okay. Now, in her suit, it says that Dixon's lawyers wrote that Simmons' interview was an international effort to defame her, writing that he went on a concerted and malicious campaign to discredit Miss Dixon and to so damage her reputation. Okay. Of course, y'all know it says that the definition of the R word has changed, as it means the same then and now. I agree. All right. I agree. He is a whole narc. And my thing is, if you're not guilty, then why are you running? Why are you still over in Bali? You have yet to step back into the United States to answer to any of these allegations. And there are 6 women who were allegedly violated by you. And you don't seem to give a damn because you over there probably doing the same shit to somebody else in Bali. Allegedly. Hypothetically, maybe. Okay? Period. He needs to be held accountable. Now you talking shit to your daughter on live while she got daddy issues and she out here trying to be dating 65-year-old men for a day or two and seen on live asking this man repeatedly for different things monetarily, and he's telling her like he's pretty much was ignoring her ass on the live that she was on. And then we found out a day after that, after she's asking for all these things because he's supposed to be her sugar daddy, that they broke up. I think he broke it off because she appeared to be too needy. That's what I think. But whatever, tomato, tomato, potato, damn tar. Let's move on. I'm sick of Russell. Okay? I am. I'm so damn tired of him. Y'all know he used to date Cynthia Bailey, too, from Real Housewives of Atlanta. I wonder how that turned out. Did she suffer anything? I haven't heard her come forward to say anything about Russell did anything weird to her. But she did talk about on the show that she and Russell used to date back in the day. All right. Yeah. He gives creepy vibes. He gives very creepy vibes to me. All right, so Kyla Pratt, I like her. I like Kyla Pratt. Y'all remember her from the show 1-on-1? Y'all remember show 1-on-1 with Flex Alexander? She played on that show, okay? So Kyla Pratt, she opens up about a dismissive nurse that she had that was caring for her in the hospital during her second pregnancy. And my mind kind of went back to what they were talking about with Dr. Jackie. Y'all remember when Dr. Jackie made that comment where she was saying that Black women be putting on sometimes to try to stay out of work when they're pregnant because they don't want to go to work and they want to be late. Y'all remember that whole thing, and then got up there crying and carrying on when people started tearing her down, the little bit of ass cheeks that she got back there off. Like, child, if I tell you that I need to take some days off from work because my feet hurt and I'm tired, go on and write that damn letter. Like, what is it going to bother you? What's it going to bother you to write a letter for my ass to stay out of work if I'm pregnant? It ain't that I'm faking. I need some time off. And how else am I going to get that unless you write it for me as my doctor? Let's get into this because I like Kyla Pratt. Y'all like Kyla Pratt? I like her. And it's so crazy how her daughters look just like her. Baby, when I tell you them genes are so strong, her genes are strong. And I love her. Okay. But let's get into her, honey. I want you guys to hear a little bit of what she's saying here. I like Kyla. I ain't never heard nothing negative in the press about her either. I like that too, that she's able to stay, you know, from under the radar of negativity in Hollywood. You don't hear about her getting into any mess whatsoever. Now, if you guys watch Black Ink, what is Black Ink LA, I think it is. Y'all know her baby daddy is on that show, okay? Her baby daddy, he's a tattoo artist. He is on that show. I watch it. I like all the Black Inks, okay? But he is on there. I wonder when it's going to come back so I can watch it again. He does tattoo a lot of celebrity artists as well. He is like very good friends with, like, y'all know Ryan Henry from the Chicago Black Ink, okay? But yeah, that's her baby daddy. And they've been together forever. I think since like high school, you guys. She and her baby daddy have been together since high school. Why they decided not to get married, I don't know. Maybe marriage is not for everybody. But they're still together and they're raising their daughters together. And it is what it is, y'all. All right. Okay.
Looked at the machine and she said, "No, you aren't." And I said, "Yes, I am. I've done this before. Go get my doctor. And luckily, standing up for myself in that moment, my daughter is here now. Because she went to get my doctor. My doctor said, oh, you're 6 centimeters dilated. Now we have to do an emergency C-section.
Wow.
But because I was so small, it wasn't showing up on the machine. And in that moment, I didn't really recognize when people weren't listening to me because I was young, because I'm Black, and because I'm a woman. And that was the first time where I was really like, this, I'm not playing with you.
Right.
Go get my doctor.
You were dismissed.
I was dismissed. For my second pregnancy, I went into labor early. And being in the hospital, and I told the nurse there that I was having contractions. And she looked at the machine and she said, no, you weren't. And I said, yes, I am. I've done this before. Go get my doctor. And luckily, standing up for myself in that moment, my daughter is here now. Because she went to get my doctor. My doctor said, oh, you're 6 centimeters dilated. Now we have to do an emergency C-section.
Wow.
But because I was so small, it wasn't showing up on the machine. And in that moment, I didn't really recognize when people weren't listening to me because I was young, because I'm Black, and because I'm a woman. And that was the first time where I was really like, this, I'm not playing with you.
Right.
Go get my doctor.
You were dismissed.
I was dismissed for my second pregnancy.
Y'all hear that? How's she gonna sit there and tell us you're not having contractions? And she tell her, yeah, I am. I'm feeling them. Women, if don't in my chat, if you had children, y'all know how them contractions feel. My son is 8 years old, and I still remember how that pain felt when I had contractions with him. Okay, y'all still talking about Ryan? Ryan Henry is fine. He is fine. If y'all watch Black Ink Chicago, shout out to them. That's my show too. I like all the Black Inks. I like all of them, honey. Ryan Henry is fine. Y'all go look him up, child, on Instagram. And he does great tattoos. He's very, very talented. Like he does freehand tattoos. I'm not getting any more tattoos, but if I were to get another one, he could definitely be the one to do it because he does great work. He's kind of expensive too. But shout out to Ryan Henry. But we ain't even talking about you, Ryan. You're not even in the show today. Okay, we're just saying that you fine or whatever. Moving on. Let me stop, honey, for my husband to be like, really? But anywho, back to Kyla Pratt, honey. I do like her, and the fact that her nurse, honey, who was supposed to be watching over her, is telling her that she is not having no damn contractions. As I was just saying, honey, before Ryan interrupted our thoughts in here, child. For those of you in the chat that have had children, you never forget how those damn contraction pains feel. Okay, you just don't y'all going on and on about Ryan. Y'all just don't forget how them damn contraction feelings feel. So she's laying up there, mind you, this is her second child. So she knows the process of this. She's been through this before. She knows her body as a Black woman. She's laying there. Y'all know how it feels when you're having those contractions. Baby, you got to hold on to something and bear down and squint your eyes real tight like this and just get through it. Okay? Lucky for me, honey, I had an epidural. Thank you, Jesus. Okay? I had an epidural. Thank you, Jesus. And that helped your girl out a whole lot because, baby, when I tell you them contractions, honey, before I got to the hospital, honey, they were tearing me up, baby. I think my fingerprints is still in the fucking dashboard, okay, on my way to the hospital. I think the fingerprints is still in the dashboard of the car that I had, baby, when I was carrying my son. Because, baby, when I tell you them pains, Lord. But when they gave me that epidural, honey, epidural is life. I ain't feel shit after that. But matter of fact, I laid there and damn near went to sleep because I was so comfortable. But shout out to Kyla Pratt, y'all. Shout out to Kyla Pratt. It just goes to show you sometimes doctors just don't be giving a damn. Okay, they don't give a damn when you're trying to tell them how you feel. Their job, nurses, their job is to make you feel comfortable, especially when you're in there trying to have a baby. Their job is to make you feel comfortable because you already feel uncomfortable. Your back hurt, your feet swollen, your neck hurt, everything on you hurt, you irritated, the baby is moving, like the baby is dropping down, you're having contractions. All these things are happening at different moments in time. Their job is to make you feel comfortable. And if she's telling you go get my doctor because I feel like these contractions are tearing me up, so they can come and check me to see how many centimeters that I am. Y'all know how it is, baby. Y'all know how it is. So the fact that she was very vocal about that, I respect that. Okay, shout out to the Jasmine brand on that, okay? Yeah, what y'all think about that? Y'all can put it in the chat, honey, what y'all think. See, somebody said, pay attention, Dr. Jackie. I just said it. Pay attention, Dr. Jackie. And y'all know they tore Dr. Jackie's ass up in the comments about that, baby, until she broke down and was crying. Y'all remember. On that shit. I was like, but was you crying when your mean-spirited ass? Because Dr. Jackie is kind of mean-spirited a little bit. She quiet, but you got to watch them. Those be the ones that be a little quiet like that be ready to be nasty towards you. Got that nasty disposition about her. That Dr. Jackie, I'm starting to see her on Married to Medicine, honey, as being very, very nice, nasty, and very nasty. Okay, she is. And I'm saying it right here, honey, and I don't give a damn who tell her. You are nasty, Dr. Jackie, baby. You are. As a doctor, if I need to be off, bitch, you better write that note. I'm just saying. You better write that damn note. All right, let's move on, child. Because that's how your ass get windmilled in the hospital. You know, women, them hormones be raging, baby. You reach across there and cold cock somebody's ass. One of them nurses. I'm like, I ain't saying no more. Go get the doctor. Go get the doctor. Get their ass to elbow. You get this. Don't make me throw a bow up in here now. Don't make me throw a bow up in here. You better go get the doctor now. Don't make me mess around and sit up in this bed. Nah, take one of these damn cords. Let me shut up. Caramel. And throw it at you. Let's say it that way. Throw one of these damn cords across the room on your ass. Nah, let's say it like that. Because child, we don't want nobody saying Caramel's out here crazy, out here threatening. Nah, we don't do that. But anyway, let's get into another topic, child. Someone decided to come for Melody Sheree, honey. Let's talk about her. The one person who is the worst parent, I think, that is out here trying to say, yes, y'all throw them bows. Y'all know. Ludacris said, throw them bows, honey. So Ariana, honey, decided to take a dig at Melody in a post. I have the post. I'm going to put it up here in a second. Okay. She says in this post, she said that you got to take your kids. She said that you got to put your kids first in real life, not just for the internet. So she's trying to imply that Melody Sheree, honey, is just out here, okay, capping for these streets out here, saying that she takes her mothering skills serious or whatever, just on the internet and not in real life. Now we see Melody with her children all the time. She's at her children's games. She's with her children all the time. So what the fuck is Ariana talking about? Y'all see that? All right, you see it, It says here, it says you gotta put your kids first in real life, not just the internet. All right, as you guys can see, Ariana Curry said it right there. You see that? Trying to be a smart ass. Ariana, you're the last person that need to be talking about putting your kids first. Let's do a little list, all right? Because we ain't gonna stay on you long. We already know, honey, and this is gonna be an easy read right here. How are you putting your son first when he's been left in the car while you were on live and sent your daughter out there to go and check on him because you did not want to get off your live as a mother is supposed to do, to put their children first and not just on the internet, okay? Were you being a great mother to your son when his foot was stuck in a chair and you decided to still continue to ignore him and not pay attention to him while he was crying out to you to try to tell you, bitch, that means my foot is stuck in the chair, and you did not move, flinch, or even go over to remove his foot from the chair while he was crying out to you in Chinese. You decided while you were on live that you were going to ignore your son, and a random person had to walk on your live and free your son's foot because he was speaking in tongues, and you ignored it. Let's talk about him in the pool. You had your daughter watching him in the pool while you were several steps away from him, and he could have drowned in the pool, dear. Your daughter is not a lifeguard. Suppose your son would have waded out into the deep part while you were like this at the pool area, not watching your son, who was like 2 years old, 2 years old at the time, on a floaty, okay? Like, let's stop it, Ariana. Let's stop it. You don't be watching your son, and the only reason you want parents to stay with you is so that she can be your babysitter, so that you can sit on live every day, okay? Period. You don't properly take care of your kids, but you want to make a subliminal post about Melody and how she parents her children when you low-key sitting over there at Martell's waiting on mail to drop the M&M kids off, okay? Oh, the chicken nuggets. Ain't that what they calling them now, child? The chicken nuggets, child. The 4-piece chicken nuggets up over there at Martell's, honey, with that good old Chick-fil-A, so that you can steal some fries out the bottom of their bag, so your ass won't be walking around here looking emaciated because you ain't ate all week, because the potatoes that you got up in there, honey, got the little shit growing up off of them like it's time for you to go plant them in the backyard. Okay, straight like that. Yeah, you and Knox is sharing the last slice of bologna, okay, with the green shit around the little red part in your refrigerator because your stamps ain't came yet. All right, y'all over there making mayonnaise and Skittle sandwiches because your stamps ain't hit yet. Okay, so please don't be trying to tell somebody how they need to be parenting their kids, because you, ma'am, you are not a great parent. You had your son as a spite baby against this woman. Okay, let's be frank about that. Let's be clear about that. Let's be 1,000 about that. You had a spite baby. And the 3 before that, they're not here to even speak about it. You know why? Because you were trying to have spite babies there and you let your baby talk you into getting rid of them. So what does that say about you as a mother? Okay. You have unalived 2 or 3 children. And I ain't even going to say allegedly. This was to your own admission on Tasha K's interview. Fuck allegedly. We're not saying that there. Okay. I despise a person who questions somebody's motherhood when they're the worst parent on earth. Bobblehead bitch. That's what that means. Okay. And I don't like to be calling people the bitch word, but she irks my soul. You should not be speaking on anyone's parental anything. Your daughter, Paris, is always talking about how she wants to live with her father and stepmother because they are more of parental figures to her. You don't pay her no attention. If anything, you yell at her on lives. She does. You yell at your daughter on lives because she don't do what you want her to do in terms of Knox. Taking care of Knox. That's all she's there for. That's all she's there for. You use your children as collateral online for clicks and views, girl. Get over it. Get over it. Melody has businesses in her children's name. She has them in sports so that they won't be getting in trouble, so they don't be out here idle and running around doing shit they should not be doing. Melody makes sure her children are well fed, well dressed. They live in a nice upscale neighborhood. She takes them on vacations. What better mother is that? Okay. And now that she can't put her children on social media and have them on national television anymore because your stupid ass baby daddy, which is her ex-husband, out here hating because his ass can't get a piece of the pie. That's some bogus bullshit. I'm just saying. It is. It's some bogus bullshit. Like, girl, get over yourself. Get over yourself. Ask yourself why you so worried about Miss Melody Sheree Honey and how she parents her kids. Ask yourself why you continue to stay in a toxic relationship with a man who get on a national platform to tell everyone that he's still trying to get to know you when he knows you, girl. How many children have you been pregnant with him by? You had a full-fledged baby by this man, but he will sit on a platform and tell Tasha K that he's still getting to know you and that he is not with you and that you guys are put friends. He put you in the friend zone after messing with him well over a decade and having a whole child. So ask yourself, while you're worrying about somebody that's not checking for you, why you are speaking on her children when you don't even fully take care of yours. Where your son at? I'm just saying. Pop quiz, tell me where your cheering is. Pop quiz, tell me where your cheering is. Okay, get your ass off live and be a parent. Get off live and be a parent. Okay. Ask yourself that. Ask yourself why your son running through that house on live saying that he's seeing ghosts in your house and why his stomach hurt because he's hungry. Ask yourself that because we've heard it plenty of times. Knox have been heard several times saying that his stomach hurt and he hungry. Ain't no more Skittles, peanut butter ain't no jelly. Ham ain't no burger. Kool-Aid ain't no damn sugar. We don't talk about this shit before. Okay? Potatoes ain't no more butter knife because you done broke the bitch the last time you tried to cut potatoes. So it ain't shit over there until Mel dropped the kids up off over there. Okay? For real. Ask yourself that. Why your son be on live? Somebody say, my tummy hurt. That's him on live. My tummy hurt. Mommy, my tummy hurt. My thumb hurt. Mommy, my thumb hurt. Okay? That's what your son be saying. So maybe you want to check up on that, honey. Don't be worrying about it. Yeah, poor Knox. It is. He's a child. He's a child, honey. But he's tired of eating Skittle sandwiches, honey, and bologna and potato souffle sandwiches up over there with the molded cheese. The last slice of that molded cheese up in there. Okay, while they waiting on Mel's 1 week off and 1 week on to be dropping the kids up off over there. So they ask to steal the fries that's left in the bottom of Sugar Mama bag when they when Mel walk in the door with that good old Chick-fil-A up over there. Okay, so worry about that, Ariana. You cannot read nobody on parenting at no level. Like, stop it. That was full cap of you to do that. Okay. And I'm here to let you know, girl. All right. And then Knox, worry about too about his ass. He just go to bed hungry, honey, with passed out on that little love seat because you ain't got no furniture up over there. You still on that love seat that Martell let you have up out of Mel's house over there. Okay. You ain't got no furniture, girl, because you move like everyone. 2-3 months or so. Okay. You don't stay nowhere. Because your little Section 6 apartments, you can't pay the little $12. Hell, you can't even keep your little website up to sell them little Alibaba clothes. So, Ariana Alibaba Curry, please shut your ass up, all right? And stay off our internet with this bullshit trying to come for somebody's parenting when you, dear, are not a great parent yourself. All right, moving on. We ain't got no more for her, child. And moving on, all right? Worry about them Barbie clothes your ass trying to sell when somebody get them hoes out the dryer, okay? when they get them out of the dryer with the damn, they're gonna be stuck to the dryer sheet and be a whole Barbie vest. They go in a 2X and come out a Barbie vest stuck to the damn dryer sheet. Okay, goodbye, girl. Go away from me in my favorite voice. All right, moving on, chat. All right, so Gene Deal. We're gonna do one last video and then we're gonna get out of here, baby. Gene Deal, you guys may know who he is. He is Puffy's ex-security guard. As you guys know, he's done a plethora of interviews online. Okay, a plethora of interviews online where he has spoken about Diddy. He's been telling all Diddy business, child, and for the life of me, Diddy will never come for him. Diddy never responds to Gene Deal. Diddy never takes him to court to say, oh, you're defaming me. Diddy never comes for him, period. So Gene Deal, honey, is moving freely in these streets, doing interview after interview, exposing Diddy. And he's also made it very plain that he is cooperating with the feds in this upcoming case against Diddy. Okay. If anybody know all the shit on Diddy, it is Gene Deal. All right. He's made it very, very much so known that Diddy offered him, and I told you guys the other day, $16K to take Biggie out, okay? And he turned it down. So all of these things he's going to, of course, be talking about if and when he goes to trial to maybe testify. You guys already know that Cassie is also, in addition to Gene Deal, she's also participating in this trial as well, and she's fully cooperating with the feds as well to help bring Diddy down. So I don't know, Diddy. I don't know, sir. You better get the glue in them cheeks together, I keep saying. So Gene Deal says that he feels that Diddy will probably take his life because he cannot see himself in prison. He doesn't feel that Diddy is going to kind of bow out gracefully once everything kind of comes down, and when the feds get ready to get him. He feels that Diddy may just, crack under pressure and maybe unalive himself from the pressure of this case, okay? He says that he don't really care what happens to Diddy anymore because he used to be really good friends with Diddy. He used to drop Diddy off at the male bathhouses. He talked about that in the interview. I watched a lot of his interviews. But yeah, child, he says that Diddy is really scared. He said, regardless to what other people see online, where Diddy is starting to pop out now, right? Y'all might have seen him riding on a bicycle down there in Miami, down there with Stevie J and some more people, and smiling and acting like he's so unbothered. Gene Deal says, I've been around Diddy for so long that I know when he's bothered. He says that when the feds raided his house, he's saying that Diddy is very much so bothered because he knows Diddy that well, okay? Let's go ahead and play. It's only, I think, like 6 minutes long, okay? Shout out to Art of Dialogue, okay? Let's see. 6 minutes and 37 seconds. It's not long. So Gene Deal is going to go into detail, okay, about Diddy. So he's saying that Diddy will take his life, says that he can't see himself in a prison, and he's saying that I don't care what happens to him. All right, let me go ahead and share my screen so that you guys can see it. Shout out to Art of Dialogue, okay? And let's wait till it catches up. Says a good night. Real says love, get plenty of rest. Anyways, thank you, dear. I appreciate you. Thanks for being here, Naja, okay? All right. Thanks for everybody else that's hanging in there tonight. All right, let's share. Let's make it bigger so y'all can see. All right, I hope it's not an ad. Let's see. All right, shout out to Art of Dialogue. Move it up so we can get on into it. All right.
Listen. There is
we're not gonna do no buffing. Let's go.
No, he has to do that because no company wants to do business with somebody who is being a.
We want all of this. I don't want to.
He has to.
He gave up the rest of his shares in revolt.
Okay.
Listen, he has to do that because no company wants to do business with somebody who is being accused.
Okay, it's like Martell Live yesterday. What the hell is going on with the video? Hold on.
Have allegations against them for sexual.
Okay, I'm not liking this buffering. All right, let's stop sharing. All right, hold on. Let me try it again. Because pause you, baby. Pause you, and let's try to reshare, okay? Because, bro, I ain't got time to be looking like Martell Live yesterday when he popped up, child, up their tester line, that damn buffering going on, child.
All the shareholders, it ain't nothing that he's giving up. They like, yo, listen, give me that. They said, they did a Diddy. Take that. You understand? They're going to take that from him.
Mm-hmm.
The shareholders is going to say, yo, listen to me. We all going to pull out. No Diddy. But we all going to pull out our shares and everything if you don't give up what you have in the company.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that video that went viral of Diddy pacing around the airport after his houses got raided?
I seen that video. And I seen that look in his face before. I seen that look in his face. You understand? When he was with the same gang and Mike Owens, aka Mike Cock, everybody could tell him, D-Ferg did a collection for him because he didn't know how he was going to pay his rent, and he didn't know how he was going to pay his rent, child support, and his car note, because he had one of those drop-top Cabarets Volkswagens. So Mike gave $5,000. I wasn't giving him nothing. I'm just telling you right now. D was just collecting money for niggas. You know what I'm saying? Yo, man, we got to make sure, because he want to kill himself. He going to kill himself. Diddy had that pace, and he had that look in his face that he know something may be wrong, or they may have something on him. Because they took things out of there.
Yeah, they did.
We may not have seen what they took, but they had bags and boxes of stuff that they took out of there. So he knows. He's getting a play-by-play of what's going on. And even back then, doing that City College, when he was fired from Uptown Records, he was making statements about doing himself.
I hear that.
He had that same look in his face.
He cracking under the pressure.
Man. I'm not gonna lie, for a split second, man, I felt bad for him. For a split second, but yeah.
Like everybody, I get all kind of hate mail, IGs talking about that I'm trying to take a black man down. No. I went through every step you supposed to go through when you got a problem, you got a situation, you got an issue with a man. You understand? I get in contact with him. Went mutual friends. Let's sit down and talk. What you did to Wolf's mother wasn't right, bro. You don't talk to her like that. If Wolf was alive, he'd take your head off. You understand? Try to talk to him. People, when they start getting in this power, certain positions, have certain amount of money, they don't look back. Some of them don't look back and don't think they have to come back to the people that help them get to those positions. You understand? I don't care what nobody say. You understand? If somebody helps you and use their ability and their talents to help you get in position and get to certain places and do certain things, you come back. And you make sure things is all right. You don't disrespect people's mothers. You don't disrespect your friends that took their money to make sure you was all right when you was wrong, when you was messed up.
True that.
You don't do that, brother. So by him doing the things that he did and taking the avenue that he took, he's suffering the consequence, and I don't feel bad for him at all. Because people was trying to talk to him. People was trying to tell him. You couldn't pull him by the coat and let him know anything. You understand? They messed up the game, brother. When he put that shit out with them, money, power, respect, it ain't never been like that. It ain't never been like that. You got your respect in the street that gave you your power, that brought you your money. Totally different thing. He let that money, power, and respect go to his head, but he had it ass backwards. So do I care what happened? Nah.
Wow.
He got enough money to buy his way out of this. So we think.
So when you look at that video of him pacing around and he's looking worried, and you knowing him, do you think it's possible that he might commit suicide?
When you're a narcissist, there's always a possibility because you're suffering.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that he could see himself in a cage. I don't think he could see himself behind those bars in those type of situations. It's too many real dudes that dislike him. But then again, there's a lot of real dudes that need help. And him being behind bars, he could probably help him.
Shout out to Art of Dialogue. Shout out to Art of Dialogue and shout out to Gene Deal. What y'all think about that? I totally agree. Shut up. Okay. We don't want to hear that. All right, so we're back. So what do y'all think about that? He said he feels that Diddy's gonna crack under pressure. He says, of course, y'all know he's been around him. He was Diddy's security guard for years. So he was side by side with Diddy. He's seen a lot of things that Diddy got away with. So he's saying if the feds hone in on him and these charges, they get him to stick, Diddy goes down. He's saying that, hey, he believes that Diddy is going to take himself out because he's not going to be able to be in that environment. Because y'all remember Diddy since the 90s. Diddy has been Diddy. Diddy been out here Diddying since the 90s, living in nice luxury homes, like $1 million homes, throwing these parties. He's been that dude. Everybody was, used to look up to him, going to his parties and bigging him up. And he's been able to move in certain ways in the industry for quite some time. So to snatch all of that from him and put him in a place where he has no control, no power, and no respect, okay, like he was just saying, that's going to be a problem for him. That's going to be a problem for him. I feel like he might do a whole Epstein. Y'all know it. They say Epstein did himself in prison. I don't think that he is going to be able to deal with that. And it's amazing how a person like Diddy, with all the allegations that we've heard about him and the things that they've said that he's done to other people with the FOs and forcing them to do different things. It's amazing how a person like that is such a coward who does not want to deal with the consequences. Kind of like Russell Simmons. You don't want to deal with the consequences of things that you've done to people. So you take the easy way out by unaliving yourself so that you don't have to deal with consequences of things. And now you out riding around on bikes with Stevie J, which I think Stevie J is hanging a little too tight to you because I think he knows more than what he is saying. He is mentioned in that lawsuit as well. I think he's nervous. I think they're getting together, trying to get their stories together. I think that he's telling Stevie J, don't talk and don't tell nothing else. Stay off TMZ. Don't say anything for you slip up and say something that shouldn't be said. I feel like they are all in cahoots together because it's so coincidental that their names keep being brought up in this. Diddy, it's been said that you've been on this bullshit for 20 years now. And you're only going to be able to hide under the radar for a certain amount of time. I mean, if they brought R. Kelly down, baby, I'm sorry, you coming next. And I already said it, Jay-Z, you next too, baby, because they done talked about you and Foxy Brown when she was 15 years old out here, allegedly. You coming down next too, Diddy. It's no coincidence. We talked about it the other day when we watched Nancy Grace. The feds is knocking on your door. They got something. If the feds are coming to your house and busting gates down and coming up in there and taking your electronics and busting through safes and stuff like that, they got something on you. And it's only a matter of time before they come and pick you up. They're going through all them tapes. They're going through all of those electronics. They're going through paperwork and everything that they've taken from your home. And you got to be nervous. You got to be nervous because Diddy has lived his life being untouched and feeling like he's above the law and getting people like police officers on his payroll, so I'm hearing. So he's been able to get away with quite a few things. If you guys remember in Elrod's lawsuit, y'all remember where he said a guy was pow-powed in the studio. They sat him outside the studio and Diddy told the security officer to tell the police, allegedly, that there was a drive-by where this young man was pow-powed versus him being pow-powed in the studio. And it was alleged that either Diddy or his son Justin was the one that did the pow-powing. So these are things that he's been able to get away with. But thankfully, the young man who was pow-powed in the studio has since come forward to say that he is going to fully cooperate with authorities as well. So if he says and/or points the finger at Diddy or his son saying that one of them pow-powed him in the studio, one, you're going to be charged with filing false police reports, because there was a police report done on that where they told the police that there was a drive-by done and this young man was pow when really he was pow in the studio. There was blood in the studio, lots of it, where this young man was pow. Lil Rod put that in his lawsuit. So Cassie, she put the final nail in the coffin, really, when she came out with her deposition of pages and pages and pages of abuse and things that she witnessed, and other people who were also involved, FOs and forced, things being done, people being drugged and all types of stuff. Kim Porter lost her life in a lot of this. I feel like her case is getting ready to be brought back up as well. So Diddy is facing a lot. And I think he's starting to kind of kick back and think about this while he's riding his bike. He's thinking about all of these things that he's done in his life. He don't know what's going to come up in this case. Because once they start digging and then you find something over here like, oh, this kind of goes with that. Cassie kind of talked about that here. And with Cassie over there getting ready to be singing like a mass choir in court, baby, it's a wrap. Gene Deal, it's a wrap. The guy that was pow, it's a wrap. Elrod, it's a wrap. So many other witnesses that's going to come forward to give testimonies because they don't want to spend time in prison against Diddy to lessen their chances of being locked up. It's a wrap. Everybody that was participating in this particular trafficking ring, RICO charges and all that, they're going to talk. Because once the DA put it out there how much time they're looking at, it's a wrap. They're not about to sit back and be like, oh, I'm not talking. I'm not talking. They're going to give statements. You better believe it. And that's going to be Diddy's ass. I just really believe he's going to jail. And that's the difference between R. Kelly's case and Diddy's. I keep saying it. People are talking. They didn't get R. Kelly until these women got on that Surviving R. Kelly, and they talked and they told their stories and they cried, and the people got the sympathy, and the police was able to look at these things and use that as evidence against R. Kelly. And look at his ass now, serving over 30-something years in prison. He's trying to go back and have the case looked at again. They don't give a damn. They're going to let him do it, but you're going to dig yourself in a bigger hole. You're not getting out, sir. You're not getting out. It's already been told that you gave women herpes and all that. You got to pay for that too, knowingly. Okay, so it's a wrap. Diddy, I don't know if I could feel sorry for a person as narcissistic and calculating as he is. And then you're using these women, and I said it before, how do you treat women the way that you treat women when you have daughters? You're raising daughters. Would you want your daughters to be in FOs and having strange men coming up over there and doing egregious things to your daughters? Could you stand back behind a camera and film your daughters being violated by somebody with a mask on, a SEX worker that you hired to come up over there? Maybe, because we're hearing that your sons are participating. Your youngest son, King Combs. Your other son, Justin Combs. Like, we're hearing about it. So I would not put it past him if he would try to do that with his own daughters, because you're doing that with your sons. You have no, it's like you have no, it's no end to the bullshit with him. And Diddy has a problem. You're over-sexualized, sir, allegedly. Allegedly, he's over-sexualized. And now it's spilling over to your sons to where they feel like they can do things to other people as well. His youngest son, King Combs, y'all know he is facing the SA charge as well, where the young woman said that he cornered her off in a room and tried to forcefully make her give him a BJ in a room, and he told her, who do I need to speak to so that you can do what you need to do? Like, he got all this power over her. Like, he can speak to somebody and make her do sexual things that he wants her to do. Like, that sounds like his daddy. He's been around his father too long when you can say you're gonna speak to another human being to make me do what you want me to do with my body. Like, who are you? Who are you? The girl said he stood in front of her with his mess whipped out and tried to forcefully make her. And she's got video of the incident. So, sir, you can hop on social media all day long and say, oh, that's cap. Videos don't damn lie. I'm just saying. If she says she got a video of you, I'm just saying. But we're going to get on out of here. That's our show for tonight, guys. I appreciate you all, 378, joining us. That is our show, mods. Thank y'all for a great show and modding for me tonight. Caramelians, thank you guys for being in the chat. Any content creators that join me, thank y'all for being here as well. I appreciate you all. If you enjoy the content, please like the video, okay? Please like the video. For those of you joining for the very first time, please subscribe to the channel. And those of you that are subscribed, please make sure that you guys are still subscribed, because YouTube is having some type of weird glitch and they are unsubscribing people. So I see a lot of you guys hitting me up in the DM saying, Caramel, I did not get any notifications whenever you went live. I didn't know you went live. So that you guys will be in the know. Please go back and hit that subscribe button. Resubscribe again. My bad. I don't know. It's not me. I promise you. So go back and resubscribe and hit the notification bell again so that you will be notified when we go live again. Okay. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Happy Tuesday to you all. I will see you guys in the morning for Car Chronicles. Okay. Love you guys and goodbye. Goodbye.